On second down, Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
There we go, count.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shifts past it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Ajayi. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good pickup there at 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gibson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
46. Gun.
Prescott from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Great 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes Quarter number one. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
To the right. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out, get out. 26.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a Johnny. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
81, 81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, this winds up in empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort. Well,
now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch it, hey. Gun.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Gun. 47. 47. 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Line. Check it out, Let's 5-2.
Right back to him on 1st down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
46. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 47. 47. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, we go 46. We go 47. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Here we go. 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A final shot before half for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 480. Go. Get out there. 58, right over there.
2nd down, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw, and that is incomplete here.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Okay, just like that. 47. It's coming now.
And they'll go on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46.
Throwing. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hustle. Here we go. 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. It's a keeper with Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
26.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gibson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll run it here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun. Here we go, 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down. Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home. Prescott now, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run. Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point. Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does. You're a company man. Aren't I, though? Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play, as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully? To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Throwing on first is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to this one is down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball.